Come on through, my friends and family. Come on through. You're listening to Lovely J Podcast with Miss Coco. Y'all hear that noise in the back? It's because I am cooking tacos. It's a taco Sunday for me. Not a soul food dinner today, but it's a taco Sunday. Let me find my thing to set this up on. Okay, so I hope everybody is doing well. I was just sitting here thinking about Hurricane Helene. Helene. Some calling her Helena. Helene. Anyway, it was a bad one for North Carolina and other areas, and I don't know. Did they send out a warning that it was going to be that bad for North Carolina? For places like Asheville and Tennessee? I've never really seen it do too much in those areas like that. But this was the year that Helene proved us all wrong, that she could be destructive. And even though that hurricane started off, coming through Florida and all that, she left some devastation behind. I've been looking at some of the videos of the people who are trapped on rooftops. Some of the families who are searching for family members. They're all on social media looking for their family members. If you see it, and if you trust that it's real, share whenever you see it, so that these people can find their loved ones. And excuse me, it's that season, y'all. But yeah, I saw that and I was just, it was devastation, definitely, for North Carolina and other states as well. Georgia, Florida. Some people were waking up and the ocean was right there. Now, looking at this, and yet you can't really, you can see a lot of damage, but the real damage is when what you see is whenever it dries out and they're able to sort things through and just look around in it. But judging from what I saw, it's bad. People lost everything. They got their lives, but then there is a death toll number going on too. So they're saying that there's still some people unaccounted for and that they're missing. Let me see if I can find an article on any of this that I'm talking about. I heard one guy, he said this was a biblical hurricane. I wonder what he meant by that. Biblical. I wonder if he meant, is this something that we've seen in the Bible? Because it did remind me of the Bible. It reminded me of the flood when Noah kept warning the people over and over, hey, you got to come and, you got to turn from your ways. There is warning before destruction on anything. Anything. Even with this hurricane, it was a warning. And it may not have been from a meteorologist. It may not have been from them, the weatherman, but it may have been from some of the prophets of God that may have spoken out and say, hey, start loving and treating each other right. Start treating each other better, because we're going to need one another. Now, I saw a lot of rich establishments floating away. Just floating away. And when I think about what towns these are, some of these towns are known for racism. Black people, their homes got messed up too. Not just white, but blacks too. So I'm not making this about race. But what I'm saying is that we were warned. We were warned of situations like this. And I got to thinking all the way back to the ones who they created the roads. Y'all remember when they kept saying, well, at least the immigrants will work? What if they thought that cheaper labor was better than more expensive labor? Hey, huh? Yeah. What you doing? Wait. Okay, y'all, let me play a song for you right quick.
Make some noise if you know you're blessed. No matter what's going on around you, let this be a reminder. Come on, everybody say, blessed.
Okay, I'm back, y'all. But yeah, then my granddaughters came through. I didn't know y'all was coming through. Leah picked up them pencils for you too. You don't see no shoes. What about under the chair? Around the chairs. Is my door unlocked for you to get your jacket? Yeah. Let me see what's going on in the news about Helene. The king of Helene. Oh. Bye, Grandma. Bye, love you. They'll be back later on, y'all, because I'm cooking for them. Okay, I'm looking for an article here. Hurricane. Give me just a second. I have an article. It's just pulling up. Okay, so Helene kills at least 89. Homes and memories washed away. That's what the title of this article says. Then it goes on to show these pictures of nothing but blocks. Some blocks left. Homes destroyed, just knocked down. I mean, floated away. Imagine thinking you are in a secure location and you're not. Or imagine not leaving when you were told to evacuate and get to high ground and you thought it was just another joke, or you thought, hey, I ride it out. I rode out so many and nothing happened. I ride this one out too. My heart really goes out to these people. Cleanup and recovery efforts underway from Florida to Virginia. Damage estimated from $15 billion to over $100 billion. South Carolina records highest death toll with 25 fatalities. And then it shows these people are digging through trash. Let me see. Let's see what they say.
Heartache across large parts of southeastern United States as residents face the daunting task on the weekend of cleaning up from the deadly Hurricane Helene. It's one of the most powerful and perhaps costliest storms to hit the country, with dozens of deaths reported as worries loomed that more bodies would be discovered across several states. In the small Florida coastal town of Horseshoe Beach, Charlene Huggins was left in tears as she checked out what's left of her family home.
It's 5 generations lived in this house, from my grandmother, my father, myself, my daughter, son, and my granddaughter. We was raised in this house. There's a lot of memories here. It breaks your heart. It just devastates you.
Damage estimates from Helene range from $95 to $110 billion, making it potentially one of the most expensive storms in modern U.S. history, according to the chief meteorologist of the forecasting firm AccuWeather. At least 3 million people remained without power on Saturday afternoon across 5 states, with authorities warning it could be several days before services were fully restored. Helene was downgraded late Friday to a post-tropical cyclone, but the storm's remnants continue to produce heavy rains, sparking massive flooding and threatening to cause dam failures that could swallow entire towns. Some of the worst downpours hit western North Carolina, and residents near the Lake Lure Dam were among those at risk. George Carter described what it was like when the hurricane hit.
Power went out. Cell phone went out, and so there's no way to talk to anyone. Some of the neighbors came and knocked on doors, and we sort of communicated with each other pouring in the rain. I walked across the street to go check on a house that is a friend of mine's, and the water was at least 10 feet up from where it should be.
On Saturday, President Joe Biden called the storm's devastation overwhelming. According to the White House, Biden directed emergency officials to focus on speeding up support to storm survivors and send additional search and rescue teams to North Carolina. In the meantime, communities like Adam Jackson's in Mill Spring are making sure to help each other out.
There's probably 50 trees blocking my neighbor from coming out. I started helping them yesterday. The neighbors at the other end of the road, we got us out, but the other neighbors are trapped. Our little area and community, we're not stepping over each other. We're not jumping lines to buy the last candy bar. That's the way the world needs. We need community back.
Now, that's the devastation that's going on. And this article is given to you, and that little video snippet is given to you by Elisa Porta, Maria Cardona, and Octavia Jones, September 29, 2024. You can find this article on My News, Reuters, Environment, Water Management. Now, just think, I'm thinking about them dams now. They said them dams is what's causing a lot of the problems. The dams cannot hold the pressure from the water. It's messing with them bad. Oh man, I didn't see all that. I need something to put this in. I gotta get some of this meat out of this pan. So it's really a bad thing what has happened. But like that man said, we need communities back. And we need real communities back. We don't need that half a community back thing where we got to look at other community members like one is perfect than the other. But when you see devastation worldwide spread like this, you know that God is somewhere in that. It's something in this that God wants. He wants us to see and understand. And sometimes it do take things like this to happen to bring the true communities out and to turn from their ways. I'm not saying all people are like this, but some people really do not care about others. And looking at this hurricane, it's just the damage that's done is done. The people not getting them home back. May their memories continue to live on. Many are waking up wondering what's the next step. Where do I go from here? Y'all, this is a lot of meat. I'm so thankful. Because that hurricane really could have destroyed anywhere. I'm trying to pull enough room in here to cook these tortillas. I'm going to cook a lot of tortillas. see. Pour this out. Being without power. That's why I'm not taking this for granted. That I'm able to wake up and be able to cook and eat and stuff. I'm not taking this for granted. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, that grease popping. But let us keep everyone in prayer. And let us know that we're never too good. That things like this cannot happen in our neighborhoods too. But we do need to have some sort of plan for when tragedies like this do occur. Ooh, that plate stinks. Can't use that. No, no, no. Find me another plate here. Children, a lot of elderly. What are y'all thoughts on this hurricane that has came through? Let me know. The storm has damaged water systems, communications, and critical transportation routes across the region, according to the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The Army Corps of Engineers will start assessing damage to water systems on Sunday to help get them back online, FEMA said. Roughly 2.7 million customers were without power on Sunday, and a U.S. Energy Department official said 40% from Friday after unprecedented storm surges, ferocious winds, and perilous conditions extended hundreds of miles inland. You know what, though? The power didn't just go out. The whole power poles pulled up. Wires came down. That power pole was up and out of there. Gone. The poles that hold up the lights, gone. And people don't think that this stuff can happen to them. Poles just floating by. I was so, you know what I was really afraid for the people? I was afraid of the power lines and the water mixing like that. That was scary to see. And then people had their lights on while that storm was going on, and their houses were flooded with water, and they still had the lights on. That was scary to see. I was like, oh my goodness. Lord help him, Jesus. I'm trying to cook these tortillas up through here. I don't like this brand of tortillas. Not going to tell you the name of them, but I don't like them. They don't cook as good. I need another something to put this. I know what I can put this meat in. I know. I do have something I can put it in. I pray the state really comes through for these people, and the friends and neighbors come through. It's a hard time for everybody. I gotta get this meat out of here. Oh my goodness. I don't want it to dry out. Not for others, but to me it tastes good dry. Whew. My arm tired. I do not like these tortillas. I believe in my heart, every bit of this, God had his reasons for doing what he did. What he allowed. He had his reasons for it. I'm not saying people are bad, and I'm not saying some of them are good either, but he has to wake us up to turn back to him. So many have got so far from him. Oh, that went down.